Jack here, and I've got with me the Audecook mini rice cooker. This is a small portable rice cooker that makes preparing dinner very quick and easy for you and your family. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free for this video, but as always, that won't change anything that I'm gonna say. We're gonna open this up, show you how it works, and cook some rice. Inside the package is the rice cooker. It is a really nice light bluish color. Inside the package, there's also an instruction manual, so be sure to check that out. We're going to go through all the different buttons in just a second. Now, the capacity of the rice cooker is 2.0 liters, so we're going to talk specifically about how much rice and water to actually put in this cooker so that you don't overflow it. We'll set the manual down for now, but to open it, you're just going to grab this little piece here, pop it, twist, and lift up. All of your accessories are going to be inside of the rice cooker here. So you've got your little rice spoon. It's pretty cool that they included this. You've got a little measuring cup for the rice. Also really important, make sure you use this. You're going to want to use that. And the power cord, which is in a little plastic baggie. We'll tear this to open it up and remove the power cord. Inside is a removable metal dish. This is actually the part that you're able to clean. Now, there are some measurements inside the bowl here. So again, you do want to make sure that you follow that and don't overfill the fill line. You can kind of see the measurements there as well. There's not a whole lot inside of the rice cooker. It's just the heating element, but nothing you really need to mess with here. This will just go back on the inside of the rice cooker, and you can close the lid just like so. All you do is push down and it'll click in place. Now you can see on the rice cooker, there's a few different buttons. Let's get it plugged in and show you what happens. So we'll take the cable here and we'll undo the twist tie. Now the cable is a little bit short. I'd say it's only about 2 feet, so do keep that in mind. Go ahead and plug it into the rear. It is a standard IEC type cable, so if you had a different cable laying around that you wanted to use, you probably could do that. When you first plug it in, you'll see that the display illuminates, and you've got a few different buttons based on the different settings that you want to use. So if you want to do white rice, there's a button for it right there. It'll start heating up. There's a button for brown rice, one for porridge, as well as the yogurt, soup mode, and this is just for keeping warm and cleaning, for stew. Now with any of these modes, you can actually choose to delay the start time. By default, it's 2, but you could go all the way up to 9 or 10 or all the way to 12 hours. So the way you would do that is you would press the delay time button, and you can press it multiple times to cycle through the different hour settings. So we're gonna make 1 cup of white rice in our rice cooker. So the first thing we did is we went ahead and washed the internal bowl. Now, once that's washed, you're gonna need to add water, but first we're gonna add the rice. So we're gonna use the included measuring cup. It's very important that you measure properly. Your water and your rice mixture has to be exactly right. Otherwise, you risk putting too much rice in here and potentially overflowing the cooker. That's because rice almost doubles in size once you cook it. So we're gonna go ahead and scoop 1 cup of rice. Now the manual is very clear that you want to measure exactly to the top of the measuring cup. So for 1 cup, make sure you're not overflowing the cup or underfilling the cup. We're gonna pour that 1 cup into our inner container. And of course you can wash and rinse this when you're done. Now we're gonna look at the included measurements here. It's reversed because you're meant to look at it from inside of the pan here. And we're gonna add water to the level that's marked on here based on how many cups we use. So since we only used 1 cup, we're just gonna fill to that bottom fill line that says 1. I'm gonna add water now. Now for the white rice, they recommend a ratio of 1 to 1.5 rice to water, and it says that it'll take about 30 to 40 minutes. Once you've added water to your fill line, I recommend taking the little spoon and stirring just to make sure that the rice is not clumped or piled together. But before you put it into the rice cooker, do make sure that the outside of this internal pan is nice and dry. We'll go ahead and put it in the cooker now. Once the rice is in, you'll just go ahead and plug in the device. I recommend leaving it unplugged when you're not using it. We're gonna go ahead and hit the white rice button, and it will automatically start working on its own. Now that our rice is in there cooking, we're gonna wait 30 to 40 minutes and see how it turns out. Now when the rice is finished, the device will beep, letting us know that it's done. You wanna unplug the cooker, remove the rice from the container and internal bowl, clean and rinse out the bowl and let it dry before putting it back in the rice cooker. If you're interested in using some of the other functions on the device for your rice, your porridge, your yogurt, your soup, or your stew, there is a really helpful table in the manual that lets you know your content ratio as well as how long the estimated cooking time will be. After the allotted time, the bell will ring and the cooker will switch over to the warming mode to keep your rice warm until you're able to come and empty the container. We're gonna go ahead and hold down the cancel, which is gonna turn off and put the device into standby mode. To turn it off completely, we're gonna unplug it from the wall and leave it unplugged. We'll go ahead and twist to open, and on the inside you can see the steam is coming up with our freshly cooked rice. We've got our included rice spoon. We're gonna go ahead and go inside and stir the rice. You can see we're left with some very nice fluffy rice. Bon appetit. Anyway, if you're in the market for a convenient and easy way to cook rice or other types of food for yourself or your family, I think this Audecook mini rice cooker is a solid option. I hope this helped your purchase decision. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.